following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love with me. Please let me do it.
Thank you very much. You're very... Oh! You're... Oh, I feel... Oh, I feel pretty good tonight. But I'm still a little upset. You know, my youngest son, Ricky, got lost, and he was missing from the house for 9 hours today. Everybody was looking for him, the police, the firemen, and finally, one of the neighbors found him and brought him home. Some people just can't learn to mind their own business, I'll tell you. But I really love all my kids. My daughter, Gina, no, my little big middle, Dina, that's it, Dina. Oh, boy, don't just look down, help me. Gonna be a good show, baby. I hope I'm here to watch it. My daughter, Dina, just drove me down here to the studio. She's got one of those little small foreign sports cars, you know. They're too small for me, but they have some advantages. At least the cops never put a ticket on the windshield of your car. They just spank it, you know. And they're cheaper to run. You don't have to have $1.50 to have it washed. You can have it dunked for 35 cents. And my daughter drove her little sports car to a drive-in movie, and the manager wouldn't let her in. No, sir. He said when they show a French movie, it's only for grown-up cars. That's what it is. That's a funny thing. Now, don't you go away, because here's a fella to tell you all about the great talent we have with us tonight. I don't know how I got through that at all.
The Dean Martin Show, starring Sid Caesar, George Gobel, Abby Lane, The Lettermen, Marguerite Piazza, and Les Brown and his band of renown. Brought to you by...
Let me tell you about the birds and the bees, the flowers and the trees, the moon up above, and a thing called love. Well, let me tell you about the stars in the sky, the girl and the guy, the way they can kiss on a night like this. When I look into your big brown eyes, it is very plain to see that it's time you learn about the facts of life, starting to make you. Well, let me tell you about the birds, the bees, the flowers and the trees, the moon up above, and a thing called love.
Wonderful. What did you say, Professor?
I thought that's wonderful. Yeah? You know why you're wonderful? Because when you sing, you sing education. The birds and the bees, that's wonderful. I don't know what it is. But it's wonderful. This all should come out. All this here.
All this should come out.
No, but this is what should fill in. But you look nice.
Oh, okay.
But sing. That's it. Over there. There it is. Oh, we sure got a great show. Good.
Okay. All right. Oh, we sure got a great show for you tonight with some of the most talented people I know, like Sid Caesar, George Gobel, Abe Lane, Abe. Ab is two B's, pal. Abby Lane, Marguerite Piazza, the Lettermen, and David and Goliath. I guess Abby Lane is one of the most exciting girls I've ever seen, and will you see the dance she does? It's about as wild as you can get. This afternoon at rehearsal, I had to bring a note from my wife just to watch. It scares me just to say that. Oh, she's really a beautiful girl, and that means I'm in trouble again. You see, my wife worries every time there's a beautiful girl on the show. She even worries about Phyllis Diller. Oh, boy. By the way, Phyllis won't be here tonight. She had to stay home and write an IOU to a sweater. Yeah, sometimes I don't think my wife trusts me. Whenever I come home, she always looks for blonde hairs on my jacket. You know, something with all the blonde hairs, you know, you find in the men. Well, if they had, well, you'd think that there'd be more bald-headed blondes, you know, with all that. Boy, did you write that card out bad, I tell you. We're going to, I'm supposed to remind you to watch a new TV show in the afternoon. It's called Surprise Divorce. Every afternoon, the MC picks a happily married couple out of the audience and divorces them. Speaking of the Lettermen, you know, you've bought over 1 million albums of those albums, ABLBMS. A lot of albums, and these three fellas, and since you enjoy their music so much, you know what we did? I thought you'd like to see them in person. And gosh darn it, we have them here for you tonight. The Lettermen.
Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good. If I can wait, I got a feeling there's a miracle due, gonna come true, coming to me. Only just out of reach, down the block, on a beach. Maybe tonight, maybe tonight, maybe tonight. Just met a girl named Maria, and suddenly that name will never be the same to me. Maria, I've just kissed a girl named Maria, and suddenly I found how wonderful a sound can be. Maria, say it loud and there's music playing. Say it soft and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria. The most beautiful sound I've ever heard. Maria. Get cool, boy. Got a rocket in your pocket. Keep coolly cool, boy. Go mando, but not like a yo-yo schoolboy. Just play it cool, boy. Real cool. The Jets are gonna have their way tonight. The Jets are gonna have their way tonight. The Puerto Ricans crumble their fight, but if they want to rumble, we'll rumble and ride tonight. Tonight won't be just any night. Tonight there will be no morning star.
Well, tonight we would like to turn our attention to the modern sound of music, more specifically the new movement in jazz. And to help enlighten us on the subject, we are proud to have with us tonight the leading exponent of the new movement, Dr. Progress B. Way Out.
That's it. Man, what are we doing?
We're merely shaking hands.
But in Afghanistan, that means we're married.
Well, we're not in Afghanistan.
My goodness, I hope so, because I'm already betrayed to another lady.
Tell me, Mr. Dr. Progress, I've heard you, you've played all over, right? Have you ever played Europe?
Well, if they published it, I played it. I only play published music. I'm very conservative.
Your clothing is quite unusual.
Oh, then you dig you're hip to my dry goods, yeah? It's a little thing I picked up in Rome.
Italy?
If that's where Rome is, then that's right.
Well, could you tell us, on your travels, do you take your entire organization with you?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We take 26 men and a gorilla.
You have a gorilla in your organization? A real gorilla?
Well, we need a gorilla. He's very important. He's the one who drives the band bus.
A gorilla drives a band bus?
Of course, he's the only one of us who can get a driver's license.
But isn't it a bit dangerous to take a gorilla with you?
He's okay. He don't bother us. We won't hurt him, you know?
Before you leave, I wonder if you'd tell us the names of the boys
Yes.
in your band. Are they coming in again?
No, they're just cycling.
The names of the boys in your band.
Oh, yeah, well, the boys in the band, well, wondering will make it so. Let's see. The boys in the band. Well, first of all, there's me.
Uh-huh.
And then on first trumpet, we had the late, great Fats Oregano. And then on baritone sax, we had the Wolfman.
Oh, I see. That's the nickname the musicians gave him.
No, that's the name that the medical science gave him. He only plays on full moons.
Oh. Well, he sounds rather dangerous. Why do you keep him in the band?
Well, I have to. He's the only one who roomed with the bass man, Count Dracula.
It sounds like a very strange group. Why don't you fire him?
Fire them?
Yes.
Fire Dracula and fire the Wolfman? Man, I can't fire them. I owe my life to them.
How's that?
Well, they haven't killed me yet, man. That's the whole thing.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm real happy to welcome our next guest back tonight. Matter of fact, I'm real happy to welcome her front, too. Oh, boy. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, here's Abby Lane. Yeah.
I'm a pussycat, sweet, sweet pussycat. I'm a pussycat, sweet, sweet pussycat. Do, 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 do. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little Lola wants you. Make up your mind to have no regrets. Recline yourself, resign yourself, you're through. I always get what I aim for, and your heart and soul is what I came for. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Take off your coat, don't you know you can't win? You're no exception to the rule. I'm merest a irresistible, you fool. Give in. Give in.
Wasn't that nice, huh?
Beautiful. Wonderful.
I want you to meet this beautiful.
No, I don't want to meet her.
Oh, yes.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
You've got to meet her, and I
But
know
she's so beautiful. I wouldn't want no one.
she wants to dance with you.
She wants to dance with me? You've got to be fooling.
No, she's coming over
Oh, that's
now.
terrible.
I want you to say.
I'm too.
I want you to say.
Hi.
Go ahead, say hello.
No, I don't want to.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? I don't want to. Pardon me, miss, but I've never done this with a real live girl.
You don't have to apologize.
Straight off the farm with an actual armful of a real live girl.
I just love farm boys.
Speaking of miracles, this must be it.
Just when he started to learn how to knit,
I'm simply drowned in the sight and the sound, on the scent, on the feel of a real live girl.
I'm available and quite femaleable.
nothing can beat getting swept off your feet by a real boy. That's some girl. Dreams in your bunk don't compare with a hunk of a real live girl.
Shall we dance?
No, you don't dance that. That's terrible. That's wonderful. It's good. That's not bad at all. That's right. Gee, that's fun. Get out of here. Get out of here, I told you. I'm all in stitches from finding but the riches. A voice could reveal
With a real live girl.
Your feet up. Your feet up. 6 season, Abby Lane. Well, here's a lady I've admired for years. She's starred in the best supper clubs. Her concerts are always a sellout, and she's appeared frequently on television and at the Metropolitan Opera. And we're real happy to have her with us tonight, Marguerite Piazzi.
She has a wonderful voice, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You sang wonderful with me. You know why? Because you sing young.
I sing young.
You sing very young. I noticed that.
Yeah?
Because you have a youthful singer in your songiness. That's not right.
No, that's not right.
But you sing young because you have longevity. You know what longevity is? It means you're going to live a long time.
Well, how do you know that?
Well, I just got finished examining a man 220 years old.
Oh, well, what was the secret of his long life?
Well, his secret was no seltzer, no fried foods, and no chewing tobacco.
And he's living today?
Now he's dead.
He's dead? Well, what happened?
Well, you know what happened. Same thing.
What's that?
He went around, with some chippy,
A chippy?
About 98.
98-year-old chippy?
98-year-old chippy. She was over 100, 98-year-old chippy, and she, he wanted to show her a good time, so he took her to Coney Island,
Yeah?
And he wanted to show her as a big sport, a big spender, So he right away went over, he bought himself a pizza, and a big pizza with plenty of egg on it,
Oh,
Loaded. So, and then right away he comes over there, goes to the hot dogs thing, and he has 5, 6 hot dogs, but loaded with mustard. Loaded with mustard. Then he goes on the roller coaster. And he died. He fell out of the roller coaster. He had too much mustard on his hands, he couldn't hold on. Now, don't go away. Don't.
Oh, now, don't go away. Right after the station break, we got a lot more show coming up with George Gobel, and Sid will be back. And, don't forget you. You're going to be back with the professor.
Yes, tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. We have another treat for you. Something never before seen on television. We got some very exciting film clips for you. We're going to show you highlights of an Eskimo chess tournament. You be sure to watch that there.
The second half of the Dean Martin Show is brought to you by
buddy Ken Lane. He also is my golfing buddy. He shoots in the low 70s. If it gets any colder, he quits. I'm just wild about Harry and Harry's Belafonte. Where'd you get that at? Huh? You trying to get me ousted? What are you playing now, sweetheart? Why don't you make it easy? Why don't you just pump?
Try that.
I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Richard Burton.
Don't rhyme or anything, but it's good. I've got it.
Hands across the table while the lights are low. Though you hush your lips, your fingertips tell me all I want to know. Hands across the table meet so tenderly, and they say in their little way that you belong to me. Hands across the table meet so tenderly, and they say in their little way that you belong to me. Bye.
I don't really know how to describe this next act to you. I think it'd be easier to show it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, David and Goliath. Chet. Good night, David. Too bad those suits will come back from the cleaners. Introducing our next guest to you is like introducing your own next-door neighbor to you, because that's the way everybody feels about him. He's one of the nicest and one of the most talented, Mr. George Gobel.
Thank you, Dino. It's always such a pleasure to be here because Dean is such a good guy. He really does go all the way out. And sometimes he doesn't come back. But I've got a little song that I'd like to sing tonight, and I started out in this business playing guitar and singing folk songs many, many years ago, and you know, at that time, nobody called me a folk song singer. No, they called me a hillbilly, and they put me on at 5:30 in the morning. I couldn't turn a crank after the sun went down, couldn't get a job. But I had this program, and you can still hear my type of folk song singers if you listen to the right stations. Like there's a real good one in Smidle, Texas. And that's spelled S-M-I-T-A-L, Smidle, Texas, T-E-X-A. See, they spell that out for you all the time, too. In case you want to send in for some of their bargains. They say send $2 to Picture Man. That's P-I-C-T-U-R-E, Picture Man, M-A-N. Here, Smidle, S-M, and they ask you to print, too. I never figured that one out exactly, but you can get a lot of good bargains down there. Like, no matter what's the matter with you, they got a medicine that'll cure you. They also have tombstones, $9.95 and up. That's in case the medicine doesn't work, I guess. Although I would not recommend getting the $9.95 model tombstone, because that's the minimum. They're all made out of genuine simulated granite, you understand? But the $9.95 model is a minimum priced model, and you have absolutely nothing to say about the names, dates, or vital statistics that go on. You have to take pot luck, sort of. But anyway, here's what you're liable to hear. If you listen to Smidle, Texas, at about 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I forgot to tell you the name of the song. The song is entitled, "The Bullfight Fans All Shouted Olay as the Bull Ripped Hernando's Hideaway." Sweethearts or strangers, it makes no difference now. I leave it all to you. Sweethearts or strangers, I'll get along somehow. What do you want to do? Now I guess I'll always love you no matter what they say. By the stars above you, we can't go on this way. Sweethearts or strangers, where do we go from here? Sweethearts or strangers, dear. Yodel-o, yippee-dee-dee-dee-oh, yo-ho-dee-oh, holo-hoo, hoo-hoo-ah-dee-yo-lo, yippee-dee-dee-dee-oh, yo-ho-dee-oh, holo-hoo. Well, good morning, and how are all my listeners in this morning? This here's your old friend, Lonesome George, coming at you, neighbors. Any of you good folks out there suffering the ravages of feeling poorly? Well, if you are, here is news of blessed relief. Yes, sir, the Rumsey Clinic, conveniently located on the outskirts of town on the old abandoned state highway, is prepared to bring you back to glowing good health, and at a price you never before dreamed possible. Now think about this, friends. A complete tonsillectomy for the low, low price of $9.95. Perhaps your miseries is caused by broken bones. Well, Sir Rumsey Clinic is prepared to set them this week and this week only for the ridiculously low price of $2.79 per bone. And you hear it right, neighbors, that's $2.79 per bone, or $4 or $10. So, friends, if you're planning on breaking any bones, your own or those of a loved one, do it now. Take advantage of this generous offer. Now, why, you say, or how can the Rumsey Clinic afford to perform these miracles at these ridiculous prices? I'm going to tell you how. By cutting down on the overhead and passing the savings on to you. That's how. When you come to Rumsey Clinic, don't be looking around for none of them fancy anesthetics or changes of linen or anything like that. Don't be looking for no registered nurses or licensed doctors hanging around there either, trying to get rich at your expense. No, sir. Now, if you need any kind of an operation, Our head surgeon, Dr. Gideon Fink, who used to be a licensed doctor, can handle the case for you. I don't care what operation you need, friends, whether it's gallstones or fatty tumor, just come on down to Rumsey. Come on down to Rumsey Clinic and let Dr. Gideon Fink operate on you in the privacy of the back seat of your own automobile. Now I guess I'll always love you no matter what they say. By the stars above you, we can't go on this way. Sweethearts or strangers, where do we go from here? Sweethearts or strangers, here we go again. Hell to love.
Well, George, again, I want to say that was just wonderful. I'm happy to have you on the show tonight.
What do you mean again? You didn't say it before, but I thank you anyway.
I didn't say that before.
No.
Oh, well, tell me, George, how's Alice?
You mean spooky old Alice?
Yes.
Well, she's pretty good, except for this one thing. She's been getting some dizzy spells lately. And she faints. She falls a lot, too. She just falls for no reason. You don't have to look at me like that. You just look at me.
She falls?
She falls, and the doctor said she needs some rest, and I should take her away, and so we're taking a trip, and we're leaving in the morning.
Oh, that's nice, George. Where are you taking her?
To the edge of the Grand Canyon.
The edge.
You're going to get me in trouble. There's the kind of a guy that'll sneak into your room at 4 o'clock in the morning, steal the drawstrings out of your pajamas, and holler fire. By the way, Dean, how is your wife?
Oh, I miss my Jeannie. She went to visit her mother a week ago and promised to call me every night. Haven't heard from her once, not once, but I know that Jeannie, she'll call me tomorrow night.
Now, why should tomorrow night be different?
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because
I can't hardly wait either, you know.
Because I'm going to put the phone back on the hook tomorrow afternoon, that's why.
Hey, that's a pretty shrewd move.
I say that. Hey, how's your wife?
My wife is fine. She's very fine. I think it's a wonderful country that we live in, that we can, the three of us can stand here and kid around with our wives. And we know that in the morning, we're going to get clobbered. You know. So we ought to sing.
Yeah, let's sing before we get into any more trouble.
There is nothing like a day,
Nothing in the world. There's nothing you can name that is anything like a day. Nothing else is built the same. Nothing in the world has a small and slender frame
Like the silhouette of a day.
There are girls
Yep.
that make us happy.
Oh, there are girls that make us blue.
Oh, there are girls that steal away the teardrops as the sunbeams steal away the dew.
Oh, yeah.
standing on the corner, watching all the girls go by. Standing on the corner, giving all the girls the eye.
Well, I don't know a nicer occupation.
A matter of fact, neither do I. Oh, standing on the corner, watching all the girls, watching all the girls, watching all the girls go by.
A fella needs a girl to sit by his side at the end of a weary day. To sit by his side and listen to him talk, and agree with the things he'd say.
Trials To the right of me, girls. To the left of me, girls in front of me, girls behind. Girls all over me, I don't mind. Oh, what a vogue am I so. Much a vogue am I simply smothered than kisses and curls of the girls, 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 girls. Smothered and kisses and curls with those girls, 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 girls.
You can picture me every evening at the close of the day, writing a little letter in the
Drop it now, Harry.
dear, although it's lonesome with you so far away, I can always find a little sunshine. Huh?
Yeah.
In the
There's nothing like a dame, nothing in the world. There's nothing you can name that is anything like a dame.
There are no books like a dame.
And nothing looks like a dame.
there are no drinks like a dame.
And nothing thinks like a dame.
And now that acts like a dame.
Or attracts like a dame.
There ain't a thing that's wrong with a dame in here that can't be cured by putting in there a girly, womanly, female,
Beginning to crack. Well, I sure want to thank Sid Caesar, George Gobel, Abby Lane, Marguerite Piazza, and everybody on the show tonight, and I hope you'll all tune in again next week to share the talents of Paul Anka, Sid Caesar, Morgana King, Bob Newhart, and Pat Suzuki. Oh, it sounds so good I may even be here for it myself. Meantime, you keep all them cards and letters coming in, folks. My Jeannie and I, we sure do enjoy all the little things you send us, like your baby's first tooth, and swatches of the new slip covers you bought for your living room sofa. There's no R there. And this week we're real thrilled with all the home movies you sent us. We show them every night, and golly, it was just wonderful to see old Aunt Martha looking so good again, and Cousin Mort, oh, he sure is a riot after a few drinks. And I think that new lampshade fits him near perfect, you know. He looks real swell in it. Yeah, real swell. And I never would have guessed Harriet gained 67 pounds since she first bought that bikini. Never would have guessed it at all. And oh, yes, the pictures of the kids burying Uncle Walter in the sand were just priceless. We loved every minute of it. And don't you forget to have some film in the camera next summer in case you find Uncle Walter. I wouldn't want to miss that for the whole world. Now, good night. Thanks for tuning in, and you take care of yourselves, please. Everybody loves somebody sometime.